Alright, we're coming back at you with another video on the Sketchy Cuda project. Not working on the car today. Had to wait for my shipment from US Body Source. They specialize in fiberglass body panels for cars. So we're going to do a little unboxing here. My fenders in my hood for my Cuda came in, so we're going to take a look at how it's packaged and, you know, give you an idea of what you're going to get when you buy from US Body Source. Now, luckily behind me I got a dumpster. I'm ripping down a big old skate ramp I've had in my yard for a good many years. So the weather finally took its toll on her, so we're another one of those little projects I've got. But let's take a look and see what we got in this box. Alright, so here's your box. Pretty big box, well packaged it appears. All wood framed. Looks like to hold it all together, keep everything from being damaged. And luckily I have this nice big dumpster I can throw everything in when I'm done. Excellent timing, I would say. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, we'll remove the plastic. Is what we got left. That's the only way I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to pause the camera and do a quick peek, and we'll look at this each way as we go. Okay, well, I decided at first I was going to cut the tops and lay this thing on its side and just slide it out, but then I thought, nah, I'm going to cut all these little legs, cut the side. Now I cut this side, and I'm gonna lay this on its back and then pop off these straps. So let me do that. Okay, now I've laid it down. I've pulled off all the paper around it and cut the straps. I'll probably put the paper back on when it comes time to transport it over to the garage, so I don't chip the corner edges. And as you can see, I got the 6-pack hood scoop. Now it looks like you have to cut your openings. It is closed off. Okay, let me flip it up and have a look at it that way. All right, just for the purposes of looking at it, the underside, how it's manufactured. As you can see, it's got bolts there so you can hinge it. Obviously bolts up there so you can latch it down. Okay, so I just kind of gently laid it over a little bit so you can get a look at everything. And like I said, I'll put the paper back on the edges and put her in my garage, and we'll transport it tomorrow or the next day down to the shop. So there's your hood. Okay, we have the fenders out and laying on a piece of cardboard. I don't want to lay them directly on the concrete. I'm going to cut that tape, separate them, and have a look at them. Got them unboxed, untaped rather, and I'm going to leave one upside right, one upside down so you can see the underbelly of them. Ugh. Again, I think you're going to have to cut out for your light bucket. Make that work. So there will be some prep in this. Yeah. Kind of do something like that. Let me see if I can put my foot under it. There you go. So you can see that edge. you'll have to drill your holes for the for it to mount to your inner fender. Let's lift this up. Now, I'll tell you what, these are the street weight. These are not race weight, and they are so much lighter than the factory steel, even at street weight. So it's going to save a lot of weight on the car, even at street weight. So it's not necessary to go, in my opinion, not really necessary to go with the race weight. If you're trying to save weight and you want a little more durability, I don't know. I think the street weight's the way to go. And that includes the hood. Hood is so much lighter than the factory metal. So I'd be real interested in how much weight I'm going to save with these by, you know, pulling that all that steel off the front end and putting this on. Now, does it not look like this side here is just a little taller than that side there, you know, from this way? See how it looks like the front of the scoop is lopsided? So like the distance from here up is greater than the distance from here to the front. Let's take a measurement. So if I measure straight up to here, about 16 7/8. If I repeat that, just about 16 1/2. This side is a 1/2 inch protruding out than that side. Now the question is, will you see that on the car? Because you're not, I mean, granted, you're not staring like that at the car. Now the question is, will you see that 1/2 inch difference on the car as it sits on the hood? I don't know. I guess if you did a particular paint graphic, you might see it. You know, depending on the paint graphic you put on it. Yeah, you definitely might see it. Now, granted, I understand that they say that fiberglass is not always perfect, but I don't know. That's a little bit of a disappointment, I would say. Real quick, let me just take some measurements just to show you. The hood is square. It's just that when they poured the tip of this hood piece, the snorkel portion of it, that's where it got wonky. So let's take some measurements down here, take some measurements up here, and show you that it is square. I got about call it about 2 3/4. It's gonna be a little hard to judge, and as you can see, we're about 2 3/4. Now from the inside, not the snorkel, but this inside, I'm gonna go inside and up. And we'll be about 17 5/8. Oh, yeah. 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch there. So that whole face is a 1/2 inch off. So yeah, even the inside lip is a 1/2 inch off. Let's go from side to side. I'm looking about 15 1/4. I'd say about, let me get a square, about 15. So it is a, and that could be the curvature of this. You know, I might not be hitting it just right. It could be as much as a 1/4 inch difference. That's not too bad. I mean, to the eye, it looks square. Looks square on the hood. What looks problematic is this side here looks closer to the front than this side looks to that. Although everything looks square. That's that wonky side. And as you can see, let me see if you can see it. See how this, and then you can kind of see it womp right there. From about here, it just starts to kind of, I don't know if the camera's picking up what my eye is seeing. So, there you have it, folks. Alright, so there you have it. That's a quick unboxing and review of this hood and fender from US Body down in Florida. A little disappointed with the hood. Now, I do understand that fiberglass doesn't always fit well. You know, I've bought a fiberglass hood years ago for my '69 Coronet that I had, and I made it look like a Super B, kinda, sorta. So, I don't remember how that hood looked, to be honest with you. It probably wasn't perfect either. Like I said, we're just gonna have to take this hood, stick it on the car, and see it from the perspective you would normally look at it, as opposed to looking dead on it like you were a bird flying over top of it. So it may not look different. You may not see it. I don't know. If it's something that I see, then, you know, where do we go from here? Do I have them make me a new one, wait another 4 or 5 more months to get another one in? I just don't know the answer to that yet. So step one is we throw it on the car and see what the eye sees. Anyway, with that, we're going to end this video, and we'll catch you on the next Sketchy Cuda project. Later.